All right. I'm glad I'm here today. It's a pleasure to be meeting with you all. I am Adebayo Samuel Adedoyin, and I'm happy to be here live once again. I bring you greetings from your friend as well, Esther Kuganji Adedoyin, and my wife, and I bring you greetings also from my family. Well. Here we are. I want to make a big apology to us all. We're supposed to begin at 8 o'clock UK time, but the problem was I was still on the road. Um, I was journeying down, and it took um, quite a long time, more than I envisaged. So I want to apologize that we are starting very late. But nevertheless, what needs to be done is it will be done. Okay, great. All right. It's a pleasure to have all our friends and family, brothers and sisters, neighbors, those who are joining us from different parts of the world. Ose Peter Andrew is watching with us. Thank you for joining us. Our wonderful sister Chinwe also is watching with us. Aigbe Okosun, thank you for joining us. Ruth John just also joined us. For um, thank you for joining us today. It's a pleasure meeting with you all. Great. Now, for quite a while now, we have been talking about a dynamic and interesting topic. A topic that is opposed or is aimed at bringing about change, bringing about growth to our personal lives and the society. So quite a number of us has been thinking and talking about this, but um, just to know if you are really following us. Thank you for joining us. If you are coming in now, while you're coming in, quickly, those who are here, those who are already watching, let us know. Write quickly to us. What was the topic for last week? What was the topic for last week? I'll be patient for like 1 or 2 minutes, waiting for your response, and then we are going to continue from here. So we are talking about paradigms for personal and societal growth. Okay, so but last week, as a subtopic, we looked at something very interesting. Can you please tell us what it is? Can you please tell us what it is? I will be waiting. I will be waiting. Anfield just joined us. Thank you, Anfield, for joining us today. It's a pleasure seeing you. Wycliffe also has joined us. Thank you for joining us today. It's a pleasure. Okay, Aigbe says it's his first time watching listening. Okay, well, it's thank you for joining us. But nevertheless, you are going to. I'll encourage you. Let me say it this way. I'll encourage you to find some time to look at our past videos to know what we have been doing and how we have been relating, interacting, trying to see what we could do to encourage ourselves and to bring about transformation to our personal lives and society. Sister June has joined us. Sister June, thank you for your patience. Thank you for joining us today. So those who are listening, those who are watching, you can find all our videos on our Facebook page, Character Aroma Project. You can find it there. Just type that name. That is the name. That's the organization that Esther found, and which we work together to build in Uganda. Character Aroma Project. You can find it on our Facebook, okay, Facebook page. Also, you could also go on YouTube, type the same name as well, Character Aroma Project, and you will find all our videos, those that we have been doing for the past 2 years, and the latest ones as well, just for you to have a clue to what we are about, what we are doing, and what you can benefit from what we are doing as well. We'd also like to know you. Write to us. Let us know what you are doing. Let us know who you are, and let us see the possibilities of working together, fellowshipping together, knowing each other. Aha, Sister Chinwe has answered the question. She said last week was selfless living. Aha, selfless living. So how many of us benefited from that topic? How many of us benefited from that topic? I mean, now when we talk about paradigms for personal and societal growth, we are talking about a different way of thinking, a realization of the way we used to think, okay, and a diversion to thinking well, to acting well, and doing what is supposed to be done. Okay, so that is the way it can work out. Okay, so that's the way, that's what paradigms for personal and societal growth, really is all about. Many a time we live our lives comme ci comme ça. We live our lives the way it has always been, okay, without stopping and pausing and thinking and asking questions. Why am I doing this, or why do I do this? What is the reason for this, or what is the reason for that? And we looked at selfless living last week, all for the sake of, we're trying to understand that the only way, the one of the best ways, to experience growth in our lives is to stop living for ourselves and begin to live for to begin to prefer other people above us. Okay, to begin to prefer other people above us. All right, Aigbe Okosu, thank you for joining us. No problem. You'll always find the video anytime you search for it. Okay, thank you very much. Now, straight on, let's go ahead to what we have for today. We would like to see your comments. We would like to see your response to the videos that we have done. What has it done for you? What did you learn from it? How did it improve your life, or how has it been improving your life? Is there something that we are saying that is not beneficial to you, or probably you think differently about what we are saying? Let us sit down together. Let us rub shoulders together. Let's learn from each other. Let's see, let's learn. Knowledge is not only in one particular person or one particular place. Knowledge is diversified. It's in different places with different people. So when we share, we learn from each other, and that's the best way we can grow. Now, today we are going to be looking at another topic under paradigms for personal and societal growth. And guess what it is? It's the sense of pride. The sense of pride. Many a time, if you sit back and look at the topics that we have been treating under paradigm for personal and societal growth, it will blow your mind that how could this bring about growth for me personally? And how could this bring about growth in my society? Well. If you have been listening, you'll have discovered some of the answers to those questions. And and most times, this kind of topics are things that we don't pay attention to. All right, they are just things that should be there. They are characters, they are values, they are, things that we maybe we are practicing early on. I mean, we're practicing earlier on, but now we stop practicing them. Okay, so I mean, but if we go back to them, we are going to be we are going to be seeing changes in our personal lives and changes in society. So, sense of pride, sense of pride. Now, um, in my personal life, I have met different kinds of people. In my journey of life, I have met people from different backgrounds, from different nationalities. They speak different languages, they have different cultures, you know, Africans, Europeans, Americans, Asians, and different kinds of people from different parts of the world. Okay. Now, while conversing with some of these people, I came to understand their mindset. I came to know how they reason and their perspective, for reasoning that way, the way they reason. Now, also, previously, I also used to have this kind of thinking before. I think when you are fed up of certain things in your life or in the society, you tend to take and the stand will determine what uh, what what life will look like. Okay. Now, oftentimes, I have said this before, and also I have. I've heard people say something like this. People might have said this to you, or you might have heard it from somewhere, like I don't like certain kinds of people, probably from a particular tribe or a particular environment, or maybe because of their class, or probably because of their culture, or because of their lifestyle. All right. So there could be several reasons, but they'll tell you, I don't like this kind of people. I hate this kind of people. When you mention when they mention things like that, that should tell you something, that they are that what they I mean the kind of presumption, the kind of um, uh, perception that they have about other people. Okay, you may have heard something like, for example, some people are so arrogant. I mean, they they detest me. I can't stand this kind of people that behave this kind of way, this way. I mean, I mean, they irritate me, things like that. So when somebody is saying something like that, you know, that is to tell you the way how they are reasoning. Okay. Uh, I have said this before, you know, because of certain things, which I will let you know soon. Anywhere I see people from my country, all right, I don't like to associate with them. I try to dissociate from them. I don't I don't want to know them. I don't want to interact with them. Why? Because of the several bad attitudes and characters that always come from them. All right. So because I don't want to be known with those kind of attitudes, because I don't want to be associated with those kind of character, it's better for me to dissociate myself, from them. Okay. So some of us have some other things like, well, I'm tired of where I am now. I wish I were in a better situation. Okay. Or for example, what some of us may have heard something like, how I wish God made me an American. How I wish God made me a British person or a Canadian. All those nice countries, all those countries where when you hear them, that's my dream country. That's where I want to be. I want to go. Sorry about that. The network just went off, and but we are back now. Um, we have Many of us have that kind of wishful thinking, and we say it aloud. You know, I mean, why did my parents even give birth to me in this kind of environment, kind of place and things like that? So we have so many things that we hear from different people, all because of certain reason. But in actual fact, the way we talk expresses the mindset that we have. It expresses the perceptions that we have. Those who are listening to us, those who have an inner ear, those who read between the lines, they don't just listen to what you are saying, but they try to understand you from where you are coming from. So what we say reveals our assumptions, our presumptions, our perspective about ourselves and the world we live in. But something, I'm here to challenge you today that if you think and act this way continuously, you are robbing yourself of those great opportunities that could have served as personal growth to you, and also contributed to, the society as well. So I'm challenging you today to think differently, think positively, and act positively as well. Because the world that we live in is designed for collaboration. The world we live in is designed for collaboration. Your life will be much more better if you appreciate people and appreciate where you are. Okay? Your life will improve, will take a different turn, by appreciating who you are, where you are, and where you are going. I am no supporter of substandard living or lifestyle. Okay, I'm in no support of people who have, who are corrupt. All right, people who practice, different kinds of things that when you hear them, it detests you, right? I don't approve of those kind of people, but nevertheless, I still appreciate people for who they are. Okay, and that is how every one of us should also live. Give honor to whom honor is due, because you know what? Life is too short wasting time on being perfect or pretending to be upright when we are all working towards excellence. It shouldn't always, you know, we shouldn't just waste our time, you know, blaming others or castigating others or talking low of other people. Rather, while we are perfecting excellence, perfecting perfection in our lives or in our society, we should look for means at which other people can be encouraged. Give honor to whom honor is due. That statement is not only in regards to, or as in regards to elderly people or people who have done something, all right, in society or all around you. But give honor to whom honor is due. He's talking about giving, respecting people, also talking about respecting people from where they are coming from, respecting people from where they are coming from. So we're talking about the sense of pride. So when you give honor to whom honor is due, you are actually exhibiting something called the sense of pride. Okay? Because, you know, somebody who gives honor, who you want to give honor to, must have achieved something. And it is not necessary that the person must have you know, must have achieved some kind of great things, But for the mere fact that they contribute in one way or the other to lives and to the well-being of other people, we should also give honor to them. We give honor to parents, regardless of how dissatisfied we are about them. We still give honor to them. We have elderly people. They still deserve honor. Okay, so honor is only given to those people who have done some really super things, but also we give honor to whom honor is due. Now, having a sense of pride means taking pride in ourselves. That's number one. Taking pride in ourselves. Number two, taking pride in whom we are. In whom we are. Taking pride in who we are. In who we are. Taking pride in what we are. Taking pride in what we are. Taking pride in where we are, whether it is location or in terms of destination. Taking pride in what we are going to become with time. Taking pride in what we are going to become in life with time. Taking pride in what we have, whether they are tangible or intangible things, whether they are things that cannot be counted, or cannot be measured with, with some instruments. Okay, now, if having a sense of pride is what we're talking about, what do we mean? Okay, because many times the pride to many people is in the negative. That guy, he's so proud. He's always talking highly about himself, about what he has achieved, where he has been. He's always wearing nice clothes and showing off. Pride. Boasting about what we can do and what we have what we can do and what we have done before. Okay, that's to many people what pride is. But meanwhile, pride is in a better sense positive as well. So there's a positive sense to pride and there's a negative sense. Many of us are used to this negative sense of what pride is all about. But also, we should also look at the positive side as well. Now, I tried to check the dictionary for what pride is, and the dictionary says it is a feeling or deep pleasure or satisfaction derived from one's own achievement. A feeling of deep pleasure or satisfaction. A feeling of deep pleasure or satisfaction derived from our own achievement and the achievement of those with whom we are closely associated with, or from qualities or possessions that are widely admired. I'd like you to say that again. The dictionary meaning of pride is a feeling of deep pleasure or satisfaction derived from one's own achievements, the achievement of those with whom one is closely associated, or from qualities or possessions that are widely admired. So, in other words, the dictionary is making us to understand that the sense that pride is what we have inside of us about what we have achieved. Okay? About what we have achieved. Now, while many people say that pride is not good, is the reason for them saying that is because taking, I mean, rejoicing or being pompous. Let me use that word. Being pompous about what we have achieved. That is now turning into being negative. But there's nothing wrong in you feeling good, in having satisfaction about ourselves, about what we have achieved. Because, take for example, you go to work and you work so hard. At the end of the day, you are being given a kind of understanding that, oh, you're not showing the right way. You're not proving to others that you are of a good character. Because when people talk to you, they expect you to be humble. Okay? So, but in the negative sense is when we are showing off what we have done. Okay? And we are boasting about it. But there's nothing wrong in you feeling good and in you displaying what you have shown, and just to tell other people that you are capable of doing it. Okay, so having that sense of pride, is a positive thing. Okay, because you must value yourself. You must value what you have inside of you. If we are talking about growth, you must value yourself. You must value your gifts, your abilities, your knowledge. You must have something called self-respect. Okay, you must have all these things in place. If you don't have this thing, it will be even difficult for you to relate with other people from that same perspective. All right, so that is what we mean here. And not just about we alone, but even those that we are associated with. What are your associations? At school, in your business place, or in your workplace, in your religious environment. Maybe you are into politics, party, political parties. What is your association, okay, with them? Now, having a deep pleasure or satisfaction about their own achievements is also what you're talking about. having the sense of pride. Having the sense of pride. Now, if you have someone who is doing well, who is your neighbor, or who is your friend, who is your colleague, or who is somebody that you socialize with, and you don't appreciate the person, you're not happy about it, you're not proud about it, how will you feel? You'll be feeling something negative. You'll be feeling jealous about the person, right? You'll be feeling as if you are lower than the person. Okay, that is being negative now. Okay, so that's why it is good for us to have the sense of pride, not just in our own selves alone, but in other people as well. Especially even those people that we are working with, or we are close to. Okay, so this is why it is important. Okay, now having a sense of pride in ourselves is that feeling of deep pleasure, not only in those super things that we have done, but even in the little things. Like, for example, you are alive. You should be happy about it. You should have that deep satisfaction of life. Thank God that I am alive. That is the sense of pride. You are appreciating God and appreciating yourself that you are alive. Okay? And not just being alive, that you are functional, that you are still able to do one or two things. You get what I mean. Okay? Now, to some people, old people are a pride to them. Have you noticed that in many families, they don't have people who are up to 70 years? You don't have people who are up to 70 years. It is difficult to find in some societies or in some environment old people. So for those who have old people around them, it's a pride to them. It is, and if for example you are in the position where you, as a person, you have your children, you see your grandchildren, you see your great grandchildren, that is a sense of pride. That is a sense of pride. Okay, so we need to have this thing, this thing inside of us. It brings growth to us personally, and growth to our environment. You understand what I mean? So I know some people, some families, whereby they have about 4 or 5 generations together, and that is wonderful. That is wonderful. I mean, the great grandmother is alive, the grandmother is alive, the mother is alive, the child is alive. I mean, and they come together as a family, happy together, rejoicing. That's a sense of pride. Okay? And that is very good. Now, we must have a sense of pride, concerning other people as well. Even those people that we are not close to. For example, if you know somebody from your country, or from your what's it called, from your city, that is doing well, when you hear the news about them, you should be happy about it. You should rejoice about it. You should be thankful about it. Don't say, oh, those guys, who knows where they got their wealth from? Don't say, oh, that person. Don't mind him. I think that he did some bad things. He got into some corrupt practices. That's what landed him to where he is. That's a wrong mentality. That's not a mentality that can bring growth to us personally. That is never a mentality that can bring about growth to us as a society. So we must learn to appreciate other people. Many people work hard. They have sleepless nights, and eventually they are able to reach the pinnacle of their career. All right. And then we have some bad things to say about them. That is never a positive way, a bad thing. I mean, a good way of looking at life. Rather, we should be appreciative of what they have achieved. We should be appreciative of they themselves. We should appreciate all their labor, all their toiling. We should appreciate them as well. And we should be happy that people from our country or our society are doing well. That speaks well about where we are coming from. And that gives us a sense of pride. I hope we are catching this topic. It is really, really important. It seems little, but it goes a long way. It can bring growth to us personally. It can bring growth to our society. How many times have we seen somebody from our locality or from where we come from who is doing a business, and we try to encourage him or her by, maybe maybe buying the product the person is producing. Many of us today will never buy a product from our place or where we come from. Why? Because we see it as being substandard. We would prefer to buy imported products made from overseas. In our minds, we think those people or those places, they are perfect people. They are perfect people. But meanwhile, we are using our money. We ought to be using our money, to be encouraging the indigenous products that are available all around us. This is what we mean by a sense of pride. Okay? You know what? I used to live in a country called Georgia. Georgia it's a small country, but it's an agrarian country. All right? They have an agrarian culture. They practice agriculture and tourism. Okay? They have one of the best wines. They have lots of fruits and things like that. Now, they have a special mineral water. Okay? It's called Borjomi. Okay? Now, that product is like tonic water. It is natural. Okay? When you drink it, it cures a lot of internal diseases, infections. Okay, good for fever, good for washing away, flushing toxins from the body, and lots of things like that. Now, this is in Georgia. Okay. Now, when I traveled out of Georgia, I found myself in a different country. Okay. And suddenly, somewhere, I found this product in another country. Wow, Borjomi! I was so happy to see the same product, and I had to buy the product. Okay? And I used the product. Why? I had a sense of pride of where I'm coming from. Okay? I had a sense of pride of what I benefit from where I come from, the people that surrounds me. Okay, so this is why it is very, very important that we have something called It's the sense of pride. We value ourselves. We value where we are. Never talk low about where you are. Never say the fact that you are in Africa, for example, that life cannot be good. Okay, don't always complain about the government. The government is not doing this. The government is doing that, and things like that. Rather, be happy and be appreciative of where you are. It is the appreciation of where you are that will bring about a positive attitude in you. And people will see that positive attitude in you and they will want to relate and associate with you. Many of us, it is hard for people like us, for example, when they ask me, where are you from? I say, I'm from Nigeria. So what? You don't behave like Nigerians that I know. You don't behave like, you don't behave like Nigerians I know. You don't talk like them. You don't, dress like them. You don't, I say, what is wrong about Nigerians? So, well, unfortunately, I've heard about some things about Nigeria that is not good and things like that. But you seem very, very different. I said, well, it's attitude that really matters. Okay. And all over the world, there are different, even in the best countries, you will find some really bad people, some corrupt people. Okay. You will find some people that you would never think that there could be the existence in that country. Okay. So it is perception, and it is the way it is the attitude we put into ourselves and our society, our environment, that people see and they relate with. Okay. And they use that attitude to define us, unfortunately. Yes, Sister Jean is making some comments. She said, if you do not have a sense of pride of what you are and what you are capable of, then you will not be able to influence others. You have to appreciate what you are and what you have, because it is what you have you will use to develop others. Brilliant. Brilliant. That is a wonderful way to understand it. She also said, appreciating others in what they are and their capabilities forms a platform for cooperation. You acknowledge that you have something to offer them, but they too have what you need. That's it. That's it. And if we always think this way, if we see it this way, there will be collaboration. And when there is collaboration, there's growth. There's growth. There's growth. Growth to us as individuals and growth to the environment at which we are. Those rich people that you see today, they are not only making it big on their own. They have a network. They have people that they appreciate, and they also appreciate them as well. They have people that they work together because they share similar interests, or for the sheer fact that they love each other, or they like each other, they want to work with each other. You don't go to places where you're not appreciated. You don't work with people that don't appreciate you or what you do. No, it is not done. You only frolic with those people that appreciate you. So it's good to have a sense of pride, in the sense that it becomes a benefit, because it's not only something that you exhibit about yourself alone, but also about others. By valuing others, by valuing yourself, value where you come from, value what you can do, it is having a sense of pride. Okay. We should never allow our what's it called? Our situations to define us. Many of us go through hardship, lack, okay? And we allow that hardship and lack to change our attitude, to make us to do some bad things. All right? That is not a sense of pride. Even when we go through those challenges, the sense of pride will make us to say, even though I'm going through this is just a passing, it's just a passing moment. It came and it will go. The same way it came, it will also go the same way. So it is not, I was not born with it. And I will not live with it. It came in one way, it will also go in one way. All right. So that is the way to think, and that is the way to look at it. All right. So I think I need to stop here. All right. But there's something I want to drop into our minds before I finish. Okay. I see my uncle here, Pastor Adedoyin. He's Adedoyin Michael. If you are seeing him, he's my uncle, and he's a pastor as well in Nigeria. I appreciate you, sir. I have a sense of pride that you are also a man of God, and that you are also using your life to bless a lot of people. Thank you for being a blessing to lives. God bless you, sir. So, all right. At this juncture, we have to stop. I just want to thank everybody who has joined us. Kanyana Angel, thank you for joining us. Those that came and had to go, Peter Ajayi, thank you also for joining us. Ellie Wende, thank you for joining us. Muashi Musenge, thank you for joining us. Thank you everybody for joining us today. Moses Owosheni Bankole, thank you also for joining us. We have to stop here, but I promise you that next week we're going to come back again, and it will be something much more interesting, mind engaging, something that will improve our lives and improve our society. As of now, stay blessed. Bye.